Hello, and welcome to another Win Daily Sports Show. My name is Michael Brazil. I got my man Stoweby here with me, and we are breaking down the Thursday Night Showdown, Throwdown, the AFC West matchup between the lowly Raiders and the very lowly Chargers. Stoweby, how you doing tonight, man?
Hey, I'm great. Like I said, every day with football is a good day.
Every day with football is a good day. It's a good day to be alive. We can go through all the cliches, but we have it. We're going to have some fun tonight. A little bit of injury news. Mike Williams will not be playing. Austin Eckler is expected to play, and Keenan Allen is game time decision. So we'll kind of be building some game scripts around those a little bit. Currently, we have the Chargers as 3.5-point dogs on the road. So the Raiders, after getting drubbed by the Colts, and the Chargers losing a close game to the Falcons, man, those teams deserve each other. That fourth quarter was incredible. Those teams deserve each other. So with that close game, Raiders are still favored by about 3.5 points. If you want it at 4, in case you are looking to take the Chargers, I think BetMGM has them at plus and minus 4 currently. If you could, and if you're not already, make sure to join the Win Daily Sports family. WinDailySports.com/chat. You get 7 free days in our expert chat, which is our instant messenger chat where we talk about sports and help you win money. Pretty damn easy there. We got a lot of content on the site.
Congrats to our Reddit winner, PC Connor. We finally got him squared away. He's in Discord. Yeah. He sent me a message a little while ago. He won our little Reddit Invitational, 185 points.
Hell yeah. Reddit Invitational. I like that.
Yeah, a little Reddit Invitational. Yeah. That was actually a damn good score for last week too.
Yeah. So good for you, Connor. What's up?
He won some pretty good money if he would have put that in a money lineup.
Well, let's not tell him that. Let's just let him be happy with what he has.
Oh, look, we're gonna make him some more money over the next month. That's the goal. Guarantee.
That is the goal. Make sure, check us out on Reddit. Stoby's been working hard on Reddit. We got a bunch of followers now. We got people interacting with us, which we really love. So make sure to go there. Follow us at Win Daily Sports on Twitter, at Win Daily on Instagram. Got banned by NBA. Well, we don't have to tell the people that. They don't need to know. Stoweby, they don't need to know how the sausage. They don't need to know how the sausage is made. This is one of the cases where I'll say, let's leave it. We already got Robert Smith in the chat. Let's go, Robert.
Oh, hey, Robert.
Ask us your questions. You need a dumpster dive. Oh well, Stoby's gonna have a dumpster dive for you.
Oh yeah, Twitch. Yeah, I gotta hook him up.
Let's go. You're gonna have your dumpster dive. I promise you that. So we got the lines out. Looks like an over under about 53. So a lot of points in this game. Should be a hell.
It moved. Okay.
I'm seeing it came down from 55. It's at 53 now, but there's the reverse line movement there. So we have 70% of the bets and almost 70% of the money coming in on the over, and that brought the line down. So that's something a little bit to worry about. That's Vegas saying like, oh, you guys like 55. You'll probably like 53 even more then. So they're just trying to take all of our money. Sons of Chaos. We'll get to your question in a second. I promise you that. Let's bring it up. Let's bring it up. We got the DraftKings board here. We're making 10 lineups, everybody. You know how we do this. 10 lineups. You got $100, 10 $10. You got $10, 10 $1 lineup. It's a showdown. No one knows what the hell is going to happen. We don't know if Jalen Guyton is going to catch a one catch for 75 yards and a touchdown. We've literally seen that happen before. So
that's all. Yeah, that's all he needs.
That's it. You smash value there. So let's actually just get to this question first. Eckler, Edwards, Guyton, Jacobs, Carr, Herbert. Seems kind of chalky.
It
seems like everybody, a lot of people are going to build that.
It's a safe lineup. If that's the nuts lineup, you're going to be splitting it with a lot of people.
Yeah,
it is a good lineup as far as build structure goes. I really like it.
But as we know with showdowns, you never know what the hell's going to happen. So that Jalen Guyton play, you're looking for one catch, 75 yards and a touchdown, and it's possible. It might just happen. All right, so Stoweby, talk to me a little bit. Who do you think are, I guess, top 3 main captains are going to be? Who do you think is going to be chalk, and where do you think a couple of the pivots are going to come from?
I think Herbert's going to be the chalk. I think Waller might be the pivot.
Really?
With the way that he went off the other day. That was the recency bias is real when it comes to a showdown slate. So I think he ends up being number 2 in ownership. And then I think it'll be followed up by either Josh Jacobs or Derek Carr.
I like it. One thing I will say, Keenan Allen, obviously with that Q tag and kind of being a game time decision, a lot of people are going to make their lineups very early. So again, you want to get real different if you're one of these giant tournaments, throw Keenan Allen in that spot if he is healthy. I would say that's
even if he's not, even if he still carries that Q tag in.
Well, as long as he plays, I mean.
Yeah. What I'm expecting is actually a little bit of decrease in ownership, which I'm going to fall in line with. I was going to have him in 8 of 10 lineups, but I might drop it down to 5 of 10. But I am going to increase my share of him
Mhm.
in his captain spots because most people they'll reduce it a little bit, but they're also going to move him down into the flex. So I think we're going to have an advantageous leverage position at the
Mhm.
captain spot for Keenan Allen. That's
Yeah.
something to consider. It is high risk. Soft tissue injuries with him, they typically don't go well. I
Mhm.
mean, we all know he caught 3 passes first drive and he was out earlier this season. It's he has a habit of kind of having those sorts of issues. He's a tough guy. He'll try to gut it out, kind of like Julio does, and
Mhm.
we've seen what's happened to Julio on multiple occasions this season,
Yeah.
where he just can't go.
It's unfortunate. Hopefully, yeah. If your game time decision, I feel like, especially Keenan Allen, a guy like him, he's going to try and gut it out. I believe he will play, and I wouldn't be surprised if he puts up one of his 9 for 90 and a touchdown lines. That's the player he is. I mean, you think he has the most targets in the NFL, if I'm not
He
mistaken.
does.
So the dude is
Oh, he does. He's been an absolute monster this year.
absolute monster. We also have Mike Williams is out. He still has a Q tag, which is interesting, but I'm pretty
They
confident that
said he's out. There's been
yeah,
multiple people saying he's out.
yeah, and not just Ian Rappaport, right?
Yeah, I don't trust anything that guy has to say.
I met
You know
him. He was actually super nice.
that.
Really
I
nice
mean,
guy. I met him a couple
I'm
times. Yeah.
sure he is, but
Yeah.
I think he's gotten into a habit of where he wants to be first.
Well,
And
they all have. That's
oh,
not.
yeah,
He's
but
also the NFL insider, so like he has to be given information. Whereas Schefter, as ESPN pays a lot of money to get that information,
yeah,
Ian
oh, yeah,
Rappaport's job is to make sure the NFL is first and foremost. So I think
oh,
it's
yeah,
really
yeah,
interesting.
yeah.
Robert Smith really wants Brian Edwards to go off.
I do like the idea of Brian Edwards,
Mhm.
but do not discount the fact that the last time Ruggs was out and everybody else was in, Zay Jones got a 43% snap share right there with
Interesting.
Edwards 46% snap share.
Where
So
is Zay Jones? Where the
do not
frig is
discount Zay Jones.
$800. That helps. That helps a lot. I'm gonna throw Austin Eckler in there. I assume he's gonna be very big at the captain spot as well. I mean,
Absolutely.
he's gonna get. I think we already took the over on his prop bet of yards and of receptions. I think receptions was 4.5 or 5.5. So if you're out there, you got a sports book, legally can gamble. 5.5, I think, was Austin Eckler. Whatever it is, I'm taking it.
Oh, yeah,
Honestly, if it's 7.5, I'd probably would still take it. I mean, it'd have to be real juicy, like plus like 130 or something, but I'd still probably take it. And then his yards, it is awesome. We watched them creep up. Adam at Bucking for Life here put it in the chat. He said, take it. It's at like 38 or 36.5. And I looked and it wasn't there. I looked and it was like, oh, now it's 42. So I was like, all right, I'll take it at 42. That's fine. I still think he'll take
Oh,
it.
yeah, it'll
I
probably
told some
go
of
up
my
again.
buddies, they're like, oh, it's at like 45. I was like, holy shit, like that immediately went up like 9 yards, but I'd still take it at 45 too. So I don't know what it's at right now. Probably still would take it though. So if we can dumpster dive a little bit for Zay Jones, so there you go, Robert. Hopefully Zay Jones is what you were looking for in terms of dumpster diving. Where else? Because again, this is going to be heavy up top, right? We're going to want to try and fit Waller in. We're going to want to try. I mean, Carr. I wouldn't see a reason why you wouldn't. So I guess where with the game script that the Chargers lose a close game, high scoring,
Mhm.
how what does this lineup look like to you? How do you kind of construct something like that, assuming Herbert as the captain spot and as you said, Zay Jones, and I mean you also kind of have to assume Eckler, right? Hard not
Mhm.
to.
Mhm. Mhm. I mean, honestly, I think you could get away with having both quarterbacks in most of your builds today, especially with the value that we have
Mhm.
available. Because I know everybody's going to gravitate towards Aguilar. I mean, that's just he's
Mhm.
played fantastic when he's had the opportunity this year. So I mean, going to a Brian Edwards or Zay Jones, I'm not really big on Hunter Renfro.
Mhm.
He'll catch a few balls and do this, that, and the other, but he's just not my guy. He never has been. It burns me occasionally, but most of the time it doesn't.
I like it. Yeah, Hunter Renfro.
There's
Clemson legend. There we go. I was trying to
Clemson.
trying to get there for a second. National or not national championships. What's on? Championship Saturday. Very excited for that. I'm a huge college football fan. So yeah, I mean, just looking at this build right here might be a little difficult, even if you dumpster dive with Zay Jones. You still have about 1,700 left over here, so that's a way to get very different.
Oh yeah,
Um,
you scroll down. I want to see if there are plays down in that area. Oh yeah,
uh,
yep,
yeah,
yep. There are a few plays down there.
Like who, Stowey?
Foster Moreau.
Mm-hmm.
Um, you have Edwards,
Mm-hmm.
and you have Jason Witten.
Jason Witten. God damn, I can't believe he's still in the league. Shout out Jason Witten. What about Theo Riddick? My cousin Justin tackled him once in high school football.
That doesn't seem like it's too hard to do.
Well, I mean, when you think about, hey
Out in
now,
space.
come on.
Hey, look, he's a good pass
He's
catching back.
shifty.
I,
That's
I
what I
mean,
mean. Like he was on punt coverage too, so he came down the field and just whacked him. It's pretty cool. I tell everybody that story, so it's a
see, I
good one.
haven't even looked to see. I haven't even see what his usage rate.
I don't
See,
think he has any
Moss,
usage rate. Brian McClure, Aguilar at the captain spot? Question mark? Question mark? Question
I,
mark? It's
yes, I
different.
do like. I do like him for a low ownership captain spot. I mean, he's essentially sliding into the number one role. Minus Waller, he's the number
Mhm,
one. We all know that. And he, other than a couple of you know brick hand drops,
mm,
a la Eagles.
mm.
He's I mean, he's been sure-handed as it gets this year in limited opportunities. He's got like over 600 yards, and I think he has 6 or 7 touchdowns on the season.
Yeah, he's got a few
I mean,
touchdowns.
the,
I think.
the guy's been fantastic. He's going to end up with uh, right around 10 touchdowns and probably 8 or 900 yards receiving after the way everybody treated him
Mhm,
last year.
yeah.
I mean, you can't ask for anything more. You picked him up off the waiver wire.
That is about it. Lineup just for sticks. Ah, that's what it is. Aguilar at the captain spot. You gotta love it. 75 yards, 1 TD, 4 receptions. God damn. All right. Yeah, I mean, I'd take that. Let's go.
I,
Let's
I
go,
mean,
Nelson Aguilar.
that's not out of the realm of possibilities,
I mean, I
especially
think what
especially if the Chargers.
he was 5 for 100 and a touchdown last week or the week before, if I'm not mistaken, right?
Yeah.
Something like that.
Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah,
So
and or not Raiders, the
Chargers.
Chargers, they can, other than that stinker they put up last week, I don't think they're gonna do that again. So, they're gonna turn around and score, probably, 35 points today,
Hmm.
maybe more. I mean, I'd take the over on the 50 whatever.
Yeah.
Guyton and what's the other guy's name? Ty,
Yeah, I know what you're talking about. I can't remember.
Ty
Yeah.
Johnson, I
Hmm.
think. Yeah, I mean, they're both capable wide receivers, and Herbert can deliver it to pretty much anybody. Oh, there's one guy we haven't talked about, Hunter Henry.
Yeah. Talk to me.
I mean, that's a fantastic. There's fantastic matchups
4,800.
all around.
Hmm.
Yeah, there's not a whole lot of situations here where I'm looking at it and going, I don't like it. I mean,
Hmm.
pretty much everything across the board looks pretty golden.
Yeah, yeah, especially in a game like this where the point total is high. One thing, when we did our betting show last night with myself, Sia, and a special guest, Eric Tipton at eTip11, noted very good handicapper. He even said, you're starting to see Herbert, obviously, the last couple weeks hasn't looked fantastic, but there's also the kind of second time through the batting lineup, right? Because he pretty much started right out of the gate, started that Kansas City game, almost won, probably should have won. Kansas City's had a lot of close calls, so I'm interested to see what happens with them in the future. But with that, him seeing everybody kind of that second time. Now everybody knows who he is a little bit more. They know what he's capable of and not capable of. Now we do have Rob Marinelli as defensive or the defensive coordinator. Whoever the hell that other guy was, he was kicked out immediately after that ridiculous game they just had. So I don't know how much that's going to do, because the last I remember of Rob Marinelli is him being the defensive coordinator of those Cowboy teams that would just let up like a bajillion yards, which always made me laugh. So I don't know if that's going to do much, but he did make a good point that Herbert, the second time through, seeing all these teams in the division again, I wouldn't be surprised if he isn't as capable as we've seen him earlier this year. How do you think about that?
I think that's a fair assessment. I mean, divisional contests are
Yeah,
historically, what is it, between 5 and 7 points lower than non-divisional
something like
opponents.
that. Yeah.
Yeah, it's just you get a familiarity with people, and you know what they're going to do, you know what their tendencies are. But part of me thinks that the tendencies might be a little bit different with a different wide receiver core out
Hmm.
there.
Yeah.
They might change the game plan. It might end up being something a little bit different than what they were expecting.
How so a couple questions over here on Facebook. Any Ty Johnson
Mhm.
love for FanDuel? Definitely can help build your lineup a little bit. I feel like honestly, him and Jalen Guyton, I don't know the difference between them. They're the
Yeah,
same
I
exact
would take
person.
yeah, you could take
Exact
either
same person.
one, interchange them. I don't feel bad about either one of those guys.
Hmm.
I mean, they both have the ability to go deep. and they're going to catch a few balls, and with your big names, your Mike Williams and potentially Keenan Allen sitting out, they're going to be utilized. It's just a matter of them catching the ball.
It should be a fun game. I am very
Oh yeah,
excited for it.
yeah, I'm looking forward to this. This is
Okay, last
one of the
week.
better Thursday nights.
Last week, Aguilar had a 100-yard game. Appreciate you, Brian.
Thanks.
I love Aguilar or Waller.
Mhm.
Yeah, I mean, 100% can see absolutely either of them going off. I mean, Waller, I think, is a little bit safer, but Aguilar, what it's going to do is going to open up that leverage where not too many people are probably going to be playing him. Jalen Guyton, love, same thing, Brandon.
Yep.
Ty Johnson, Jalen Guyton, to me, are the exact same player. If they switch jerseys, I would have no idea if anything changed on the field. One person, so we have Ruggs out. We already talked about that. Mike Williams is going to be out. Keenan Allen, Josh Jacobs. How do you feel about him? He just kind of hasn't been that great this year. He's had like three monster games and then hasn't done much.
His ankle's still bothering him, and I don't know if he's 100%. He looked like crap last week, and he looked like he was still struggling. So I don't know how much of that carries over, especially on the short week.
Yeah.
So I really think this might be an advantageous spot to go after Devontae Booker because he burned everybody.
Yeah, Jason especially. Jason, where are you? I hope you're watching.
Yeah. I think he is watching today.
Good. Sorry, Jack.
We've got that recency bias, and Jacobs has looked bad, but I think people are going to see the no injury designation on him and think he's a full go. I still think he does. I don't think he gets more than 50 to 60% of the snap share.
Even in games,
that's not my expectation.
Even in games that we've seen Josh Jacobs be presumably fully healthy, we've seen Devontae Booker score touchdowns. There was a game, I can't remember what it was, but I feel like they both had like 80 yards and a touchdown, and it was just like really weird. I think it was like a blowout, one of the blowouts they had, but pretty cool. I mean, hey, I like that play. I think it's definitely going to be interesting. Yeah, obviously he burnt a lot of people, but at 1,800, again, that's more, I feel like, in one of those major, bigger, maybe even 20 max, but definitely something that you can rock with. My favorite lineup: Eckler at captain, Aguilar, Guyton, Waller, Jacobs, Henry. Thoughts? Should I replace Jacobs with Herbie?
That is actually, you do not have a quarterback in there. That actually is going to be a unique lineup. I don't see many people going with no quarterback. So yeah, actually, I mean, it's pretty chalky overall as far as your ownership, but the fact that you are not running a single quarterback out there, I think you're in good shape, actually.
Yeah, gonna make it a little bit different. Again, hopefully that's not just one bullet in a chamber, but definitely like it. Would you pick up Herbert and start him over Matty Ice? Oh, season long, to go to the finals. Ooh, oh shit, who are the Falcons playing?
Yeah, that's what I want to know.
I can't remember.
And how is Julio?
Julio probably for hurt. Falcons playing the Bucks, so they're gonna need to throw because the assumption is that they're gonna get trounced.
Yeah, but if they don't have Julio and it's Russell Gage, and I mean, I know Gage did well last week, but
he threw a touchdown. Yeah.
I mean, historically, without Julio on the field, it limits Calvin Ridley because he gets the number one treatment. Yeah. And then your guys like Gage and what was his name, Zacchaeus? Him. Those guys kind of pick up a little bit. I don't think you would be too crazy to put Herbert in there and start him over at Matty Ice this week. I
hate Thursday night games just for that specific. It's just like, well, you don't really have all the information. Again, if Julio's there, I kind of like Matty Ice a little bit more, but Julio has kind of just been up in the air the last like 3 weeks, so it makes it.
And the thing is, when Baltimore gets pressure, Matt Ryan hasn't been good under pressure this season. He's been making a lot of errant passes, and he hasn't looked good when they're blitzing him. So Herbert's looked like a better quarterback than Matt Ryan for most of the season.
Yeah,
he's had an opportunity to just straight up, in a vacuum. I think he's looked better.
Yeah, over under is bigger in this game. The spread is bigger in the Falcons Bucks game. The one thing I would say about both of them, and we kind of already brought it up, they're both divisional matchups. So again, something to pay attention to. I would probably lean Herbert over Matty Ice only because he's been very mediocre most of this year. So I don't know, not something I'm loving. Edwards or KJ Hill?
That's an interesting question. Let's scroll down to KJ Hill. Let me see what
how
you got here.
Expensive is KJ Hill? KJ Hill is $200. Brian Edwards is 400. So okay, that part doesn't matter at all. We can throw the price out the window.
Edwards, he's gonna get anywhere between 40 to 60% snap share, depending on how well he plays tonight. I like that, and with it expected to be high scoring, he's proven to be able to catch the deep balls when Ruggs is out. So I like the idea of having him in there.
Love it. Love it, love it, love it. So back to this question. If it changes your opinion, he has Ridley as his number 1 wide receiver. Still probably go Herbert, honestly.
Yeah, because the thing is, if you don't want to stack in seasonal. I mean, you typically want to spread it out a little bit, because if Matt Ryan has a bad game,
Then Calvin Ridley has a bad game.
Calvin Ridley has a bad game, and you're dead in the water. So if you don't use, if you use Herbert, he has a good game, but Ridley has a bad game because Matt Ryan did. Then you're kind of semi-protected there. You're only losing in one position than two, and that would be my thought on it. So yeah, that's also better to diversify.
Diversify your bonds in case anybody loves the Chappelle Show skit. I can't say the rest of it, but yeah, no, we're good. Where else? How about in some of like this mid range? Like we talked about Johnson a little bit, right? We talked Tyron. Did we talk? No, we didn't talk about Tyron Johnson. No, yeah, we did. We did Ty Johnson.
We did, because we talked about how they're kind of
they're kind of interchangeable. Hunter Renfrow, as you said. How do you feel about the kickers in this spot? I mean, that's one thing. If it's going to be up pace, it's going to be high scoring. There's definitely a spot for one of those kickers, right?
I mean, they're going to get anywhere, if the score matches up, they're going to get anywhere between 7 and 10 points today. I mean, that's just if it matches up, and even if it's low scoring, they might actually get more points. So I mean, I see the floor probably anywhere between 7 and 9 points for them. Worst case scenario. So yeah, they're definitely in play.
I love it. Let's go back over to the chat. Thuggin, love it. What's up, bud? Favorite captain today? Straight up, what do you got?
Favorite cat? You just in a vacuum or low owned?
Vacuum. Let's go vacuum.
Okay, in a vacuum, Herbert.
Yeah.
Yeah, in a vacuum, Herbert. If we're talking a little bit lower ownership, I like Waller. I like Aguilar. And
what about Eckler? You haven't shown Eckler any love today. He's going to get 100 receptions. We already know that.
Yeah, I know. Actually, I was getting ready to say I was trying to think of a third one, and I think it's going to be Eckler. I like him. It goes without saying, the guy's a freaking fantastic running back. He can do everything.
Well, he's not even like, he doesn't even feel like a running back. He just feels like a receiver out of the backfield. Like,
kind of like a rich man's Ty Montgomery.
Or poor man's Christian McCaffrey. Or like a middle class, upper middle class man's
upper middle class.
Upper middle class.
He lives in the expensive suburbs, not the mini mansions, but your nice little 5-bedroom with cul-de-sac.
Okay, all right, yeah, that's a goddamn nice house. I'm not angry about that.
North Carolina home and prices are a lot better than up there where you're.
Yeah, they're pretty damn expensive up here in New Jersey. Back to Glide. I find it tough to start Herbert if Keenan Allen and Mike Williams are out. It's a good point, man. I don't know.
I know
and then I just feel so bad for this guy watching him. Glad we're with you, believe me, but
you're in a tough spot.
It's not great either way.
But I just feel for some reason I think Herbert can do it without those guys on the field more than Matt Ryan can do without Julio.
Yeah,
I mean, I hate to say that, but Ryan has played some of the worst football I've ever seen him play without Julio on the field this season.
Yeah, it's tough. Chase, will Keenan Allen play tonight? We don't know.
We don't know.
We do not know. We have not heard.
That is the $1 million question. If it turns out he is going to go on the field, I talked about it a little bit earlier in the segment. My idea is I'm going to go a little bit underweight overall on him, but I have an expectation that most people that play him are going to move him down to the flex to reduce the amount of damage he could cause if he does pull out early. So I'm actually going to increase my exposure to him in the captain spot, because I think I can leverage that if he does play the full game and he does have a 28 point outing, and he might be sub 5% ownership if enough people are worried about it. So that's an advantageous position as far as I'm concerned.
That is a good place to be. Always pull out early. Glide. Okay, we're back. I'm loving this. I appreciate you for hanging out with us. Have Kirk Cousins on his bench and Goff on waivers.
Goff. Goff. I like.
Who are the Vikings playing? Oh, Goff is going up against the Jets, so they might just run the ball. So I'm a
Well, I
little
mean,
worried about that.
but the thing is, they're going to run the ball after they score a few touchdowns. You know,
Kirk Cousins against the Bears.
I
Damn,
don't like.
dude.
I don't like. I don't like.
Yeah, I hate Kirk Cousins always.
Yeah, I like to play him in positive matchups only, and even then, I'm nervous about it. I don't like the idea of Fuller is going to be able to shut down either Thielen or Jefferson.
Mm-hmm.
And that's just he has the ability to do that, and the rest of the defense is pretty stout. So and the pace of the game is going to be slow. It's going to be sloppy because it is the Bears. They play so bad they throw the tempo off on the other team.
Yeah, gotta love it.
Yeah, it's terrible. So, but I don't mind the idea of Goff against the Jets if you can scoop him up, because if he could very likely throw, because they don't, Gase doesn't give up. They'll be chucking it, and they've actually done decent offensively to kind of keep up close enough to make the other team have to play.
Mm-hmm.
So I think that's an expectation. I mean, there's an expectation that could be a sneaky shootout.
Mm-hmm. 4 quarterbacks though. Good for you, man. Just taking everybody up.
Yeah, go Golf. I mean, that's I didn't realize you had him on your waivers. Pick him up. I'd go with him because he's got the best wide receiver tandem in the NFL right now. I mean, as far as yards after the catch, and they make things happen. They have 2 fantastic tight ends. The Jets are the worst team in the NFL against tight ends, so Tyler Higbee could go off too. It could be a fantasy bonanza.
Maybe I play Tyler Higbee this week. We'll see.
I'm thinking about that.
Yeah. Tight end's been fucking terrible this year.
Yeah, it really is a mess.
Going back to Chase for a second, will Keenan Allen play tonight? So he doesn't know. Well, I don't know whether to put Brandon Ayuk in for him. So that's why we get the question a little bit more.
Is Ayuk healthy?
Ayuk is healthy. Debo is out, and George Kittle is probably out as well. I don't think he's coming back.
Run Ayuk, because they design north of 35% of the plays for him in that offense.
Mm-hmm. And then
he's gonna get the ball. Go ahead.
Going back to Fuller for a second though, he has Justin Jefferson and Keenan. So it's either pick 2. So Keenan or Jefferson and Ayuk over Keenan. Oh, he means Justin Jefferson and Tyreek Hill. Dude, what the hell? Good for you.
So we have to pick between Justin Jefferson and Tyreek Hill?
I think his flex is Keenan Allen. Chase, please clear this up for us. But it seems like his flex is Keenan Allen, and he can either put Keenan Allen or Brandon Ayuk in.
I'd put Ayuk.
Yeah.
Ayuk.
I mean,
I like Ayuk's chances this week. They seriously like to use him in at least 30% of their plays.
Mm-hmm.
They draw stuff up for him all game, and with who was it? You said Samuels is out, or
Debo.
Yeah, Debo. With Debo out, that's just going to be more target share to him. So Ayuk, I really like Ayuk.
Oh my god, Ayuk's going up against the Cowboys. Yeah, dude, fucking run him out there. Let's go.
Have fun. That dude's gonna go off.
Yeah, that is gonna be a blast. Yeah, Chase, go play Justin Jefferson, Tyreek Hill, and dude, good luck in the championship round, brother. Like, just come back to us next week and let us know how much you beat that other guy by. I love it, dude. Good for you.
Yeah, you're in a good spot.
Great spot. So you talked about Hunter Henry a little bit. We've pretty much talked about everybody, I guess, at this point, right? Any other dumpster dives? I don't think. I mean, defenses probably don't want to get into that too much, but anybody else maybe a little dumpster diving?
Maybe a little Jalen Richard if the Chargers get up big and they want to go ahead and get the passing down backs in. He might get a little bit of extra work. I know we didn't mention him in the article, so I did want to go ahead and bring him up. Other than that, I think we have plenty of value out there. I don't think we really need to go through anybody else.
Yeah, Zay Jones is going to help if you do want to go. Even Devontae Booker, that helps you save a couple bucks. I mean, there's definitely enough out there. And if you go Nelson Aguilar as well, you save
a lot of mid-range options today.
Yeah,
so
I think that.
Be good.
It should be good. So before we hop over, if anybody has questions, keep them coming. Stoweby and I will probably be here for another 10, 15 minutes. Unless you guys stop talking to us. Then we're just gonna go eat dinner because I'm kind of hungry.
We're gonna talk about Manscaped.
Yeah,
That's all.
that's exactly what we're going to talk about actually. So Win Daily Sports is sponsored by our friends over at Manscaped. We appreciate the heck out of them. Support for Win Daily Sports is brought to you by Manscaped, who is the best in men's below the waist. I like below the belt a little bit more, but they have copywriters and professionals do this stuff. So Manscaped offers precision engineers tools for your family jewels. They obsess over the technology developments to provide the best tools for your grooming experience. Stoweby, have you been able to use your?
It'll
Is it
be
on
here.
its way?
It'll be here tomorrow.
Okay.
Actually, yeah. Yeah,
All
so
right.
next Thursday, actually, whenever we do the
Yep.
next live stream, we will be able to talk about it.
We're gonna get to talk
I don't
about
know what we're gonna do
Stoby's
on.
junk. So very
Oh
excited
yeah,
about that.
we're gonna talk about my ball shaving habits and talk
Let's
about how
go.
fantastic it is. I've heard great things about it, so I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah,
Uh,
I'll tell you some of those great things if you don't mind. I was terrified of shaving my balls before. It's scared. It hurt. I was really bad at it. It turns out I've like never been very good at shaving. I've kind of always just like had a beard of some sort. Now you can see obviously I'm rocking the mustache, but I don't even shave. I just kind of take a razor and just kind of get rid of this stuff. So I
Get
was
you a
always
nice straight
terrified.
razor. Get you a nice
No,
straight razor.
no.
Oh,
Definitely
dude,
can't.
it'll change your life. A little warm lather with a. Oh
No,
yeah, man.
no.
Oh,
No.
oh.
You know what I'd
Okay.
be terrible at? I'd be terrible at shaving my balls with a straight razor too. That would scare the hell out of me. So I'm gonna stay away from that straight razor stuff, man. Just gonna keep it off to the side. I'm always terrified of shaving my ball sack. My friends would make fun of me in college for it. My friends would make fun of me up until about 2, 3 weeks ago for it. But now we are good to go because Manscaped has come into my life and it is absolutely fantastic. I know, obviously we appreciate them for sponsoring the show, but honest to God, I was thinking about getting one and thankfully I
Me
reached
too.
out, got the show sponsored, and now, hey, look at where we are now. So you can go to manscaped.com, use promo code WINDAILY for 20% off. Manscaped has redesigned the electric trimmer. The Manscaped engineering team spent 18 months perfecting the greatest ball hair trimmer. And when I say that, I sincerely mean it. Their Lawnmower 3.0 is out of this world. They have third generation trimmer features, a cutting edge ceramic blade to reduce grooming accidents, thanks to their advanced skin safe technology. I honestly was really confused by this. First time I used it, I like kind of shut my eyes a little bit because I was like, oh my God, is it actually going to work? And it was incredible. It was absolutely incredible. It made it fun. It made it interesting. And it allowed me to, just kind of look
Have
good
at it.
down there. Yeah,
Hey,
exactly.
hey,
Look,
nothing wrong
not
with
just
it.
good, look real good down there. So
Oh yeah.
when I say premium, the battery lasts up to 90 minutes. So the first time, again, it took a little while. Yeah,
You might need 90 minutes.
it took a little while. Not going to tell you how long, but it definitely took a little while. And thankfully, I was able to go in the shower with it as well because I started to sweat. I definitely started to sweat a little bit from the amount
Have
of
you
time.
seen the mats that they sell on the website too? They got some
No,
pretty funny ones. Yeah, hop down and scroll down the rest of their stuff. They have some really awesome shave mats where you set it
love it.
down underneath you so you can kind of.
That
Oh
is
yeah, dude,
fantastic.
it's pretty funny. They have some pretty awesome products on there.
They are.
I'm gonna be getting some more stuff.
We'll use promo code WINDAILY for 20% off and free
That's it.
shipping. So we always love that. They have, as I said, you can use it in the shower. It's waterproof. They have an LED light, which lets you see up all under everything, the nooks, the crannies, the grundle, as Stoweby always likes to say. And the charging stand is absolutely fantastic. Well, I mean, just show off your Lawnmower 3.0 loud and proud. Let everybody know that you're cleaning yourself up. Let everybody know that. Put it in your downstairs bathroom where everybody walks in and out, the one that everybody has to use, and just put it down there. Let everybody know. Obviously, maybe put a sign that says, please don't use this. This is clearly for Mike's balls or Stoby's balls or something. But I think it's definitely very, very well worth very, very well worth it. I think that would be a lot of fun. So make sure that you trim that junk of yours. Get 20% off and free shipping with promo code WINDAILY at Manscaped. That's 20% off, free shipping, promo code WINDAILY at manscaped.com. One more time, 20% off with free shipping at manscaped.com using promo code WINDAILY. Believe me, gentlemen, your balls will thank you. And we thank Manscaped. So now while I was doing all that, having some fun, getting to talk about shaving my nutsack, we do have some more questions over here. Herbert or Watson? Okay, season long again. The Texans are so bad. They are playing the Colts. Man, all these are divisional. That makes it a lot harder.
Yeah. That I mean, they stacked everything back that way.
Yeah.
because of the virus. So yeah, they did that on purpose. That's a tough one. I'd still be inclined to go with Watson because even with the shortage at wide receiver, he's still been performing, and
Yeah.
he still has his legs. Go
Yeah.
Watson,
Yeah.
Watson.
I like that. Brian, Manscaped, as promised, purchasing tonight at midnight. All right. Promo code WinDaily, 20% off, free shipping. We appreciate you there. No furry ball commercial for Sia, though. I will say Sia is a doctor and a lawyer. So, like, he has a real job and has to, like, be presentable.
Yeah, we can't expect him to do some of the things. We can kind of get away with it. Nobody's going to be giving me a hard time about talking about shaving my balls.
Exactly. At this point, whatever. If somebody does, screw you, man. Like, I'm not worried about it. But again, he's got like a wife and a family, and like, I just have like my wife makes more money than I do, so like, it doesn't matter if my income is gone. It's not that big a deal. But believe me, I think by the end of time, we're definitely gonna get some. Did Keenan Allen warm up? I don't know. To the internet. We've just been on here the whole time.
Yeah, we talk on here with you guys. Actually, usually we get updates in the
stream. We usually get updates from you. So actually, can you guys let us know?
Yeah, if anybody can let us know.
Yeah.
Preferably from not Ian Rappaport.
Well, you can get it from him too. I mean, if he warmed up, he warmed up. I think you'll find it.
He's the guy that said Mike Davis and Christian McCaffrey would be splitting carries.
Love it. Love it. Season long, Big Ben or Brady? Brady, he's going against the Falcons, and Big Ben's been a joke. Especially recently. I actually have a team where I have Big Ben and Brady, and I'm in the semifinals. Got a lot of smash spots too, so really crossing my fingers. Sia is the man. Yeah, he's the prettiest man, the most handsome man that I've ever met in my life.
I was hoping to win that Win Daily tournament earlier in the season just so I could have an interview with Sia.
Damn, dude.
I mean, I got to feel like I can be in the airwaves with Sia. That automatically increases my clout. You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah.
Just by proxy.
Yeah, you're close to Sia, which makes you more attractive. There's really nothing you can do about it. Season long.
The way you look at it.
Let's go positive, Stoweby. Always be positive. Win Daily mindset. Season long again. Glad we're just gonna put your whole goddamn team together, man. I'm for this. Goddard, Ebron, or Fant.
I am not doing Ebron because it's attached to Ben's arm right now, and they've been dropping passes.
Yeah, dude, what's going on?
Tomlin has been benching players dropping passes.
He threw
Ebron dropped one last week. If he drops another one this week, he might get benched. So just stay away from Ebron. I would keep an eye on any sort of injury news with Philly and with Denver. Actually, you know what? I think Fant has the better matchup. I can't remember who they're playing, but I heard it was a cake matchup. I don't have the
Eagles are against the Cardinals. There's always that kind of narrative. The Cardinals are really bad at tight ends. And we have the Broncos on the Bills. That's a Saturday matchup, though. No, Bills. No. I wouldn't want to play Fant, especially if like Matt Milano's back.
Yeah.
I think you roll Goddard there. I don't know though. The one thing about rolling Goddard there is we don't have enough information on Jalen Hurts, and if he's like Carson Wentz or Nick Foles, where it's just like, oh, I have a tight end that's 5 yards down the field, let me throw it to him instead of anybody else. So that would just be the one thing I would be worried about. But I think he's the best out of the three. He's the most talented out of the three of them, I'd say.
For sure.
But it's a good question. Keep them coming, guys. We'll kind of just be here. Brian wants another Win Daily Sports attorney so we can all be more beautiful. I like it. I think what we should do a week 17 one just as like kind of a joke. Like that would be pretty funny. Look at this. Still be just crushing his freaking mic. Thanks, dude.
Yeah,
people aren't listening to this or anything.
My bad. I apologize. I need to get out.
You're good. One thing we haven't spoken about is Monkey Knife Fight yet, Stoweby. Do you have any fun plays over on MKF?
Let's do a live one because I just figured we do it live because they changed between us talking to them.
That's true.
So I kind of like the live format. Put me under the gun.
You tell me. I'm on the website now. I'm looking at. I got more or less. We got Justin Herbert. We have Derek Carr. Those numbers are kind of juicy. That's interesting. Looking at the rapid fire for anybody out there, make sure to go to Win Daily, or no, I always do that one wrong. Make sure to go to monkeyknifefight.com, use promo code Win Daily, and you get $50 free in a matching bonus. And you get 3 months free to win daily sports.
Really
So
good.
if you go to monkeyknifefight.com, use promo code WINDAILY, put in $10, play with those $10, we give you 3 months free. So that's like most of the basketball season. And while, yeah, NFL is king and it rules all, NBA DFS, Ghost is, you think Ghost's good at NFL? Dude, we had two family members hit for $1,000 in fucking NBA preseason last night. What are you doing? NBA preseason hit $1,000 each. It was awesome.
I love me some NBA, but y'all some degenerates. I can't handle that. I have to wait for the regular season, man.
LFG, baby.
I just can't do it.
LFG. I'm in. All right, Stoweby, what do you got?
Let's do that. Let me see. Let's do that one. More or less about 6 down, 2 of 2 with Justin Herbert and Darren Waller.
Okay.
Give me the over. Give me the over on both of those.
Here, just give me 1 second. Let me pop that bad boy up so the people can see. Monkey Knife Fight. There we go. All right. You want the over on Herbert and the over on Waller?
Absolutely. That 68.5 is just way too low after what he did last week.
I agree with you on Waller, but you think 283. I mean, Justin Herbert, I feel like hasn't thrown for 300 yards in what feels like 3-4 weeks. It's a divisional matchup. Might be down. Keenan Allen is down. Mike Williams. I mean, Austin Eckler is getting 10 catches for 85 yards.
You're right. Let's go. Yeah, you're right. Let's go under on Herbert. I think you've changed my mind on that. That does make a lot of sense.
Didn't even try that hard, dude.
No, I mean it's sound logic. I can't argue with you.
I like logic.
You know what I mean?
Of course. Now, of course, Justin Herbert's going to throw for like 355, and we told our good friend Glide not to play him.
Lock him into your captain spot now.
Yeah, everybody, let's go. So I do think that should be a lot of fun. So yeah, make sure to go to monkeyknifefight.com, promo code WINDAILY. Throw in that promo code. You put in $10. Play with $10. They give you another free 10. We give you 3 months free to win daily sports. So you get our expert chat. You get all of our articles. You get all of our projections. Everything for NBA that you're going to need. It's absolutely incredible. And honestly, I don't know why more people don't sign up for it. If you're already a member at windailysports.com, go do that right now. Like literally anyone can go do this. So just go there, get 3 free months for $10 instead of spending $90, which we think is pretty damn good offer because you get everything for $90 for 3 months. You can go get it for 10. And on top of that, you know what you should do? You should lock in our 7-month offer for $150 the entire NBA season for $150. If we do a little bit of math, you're saving 2 months free. So here we go. You go in, you get the 7-month offer for $150. You then at the end of that, the Monkey Knife Fight offer is not going anywhere, guys. It's not going anywhere. At the end of that, you go pop in $10 for Monkey Knife Fight, then you get 3 months free to win daily sports. 10 months cost you $160. That's $16 a month. I personally could probably make you that much money just on our betting show. And it's mostly Sia that gives you all the plays. So very confident, very, very confident that we can help you guys out there. So please, we're trying to give this shit away. We do this because we love you. We do this because we love this. Why not? Why the hell not? Let's go back to the chat. Looks like we got a couple more. Need another Win Daily Sports Tournament meet. So, I'm sorry. We already did that one. Make a win day week 17.
I'll make mine. I'll make mine the prize.
Stovy's man. There we go.
Everybody's gonna be fighting to lose that one.
All right. And Brian, very true. Thank you. Brian went and signed up for Monkey Knife Fight. It looks like you put in $25. You get $25. You play with it. You get 3 months free to win daily sports. It doesn't get any better than that. Shit.
Oh yeah, he's doing the YOLO.
Yeah, dude, I love these. Didn't you, Brian? Was Brian the gentleman who hit one of these, the 6 spots?
No. It was somebody. I think it was somebody else that hit it last week. I have to go back to. It started with an NEI something. I'd have to go back through there and check it.
Okay, so Brian is 6. So if you guys aren't familiar with Monkey Knife Fight, you don't just have to do 2 for 2s. They actually have 6 for 6s, which
35, is just it's a 35 times return on your investment. I mean it's crazy. It's long odds, but I mean it's a big hit. We did have somebody hit.
I click on 6 for 6 and it just shows me 2. Okay, so I'm not going to pull it up on the stream, but you can pick. It's essentially you're doing player props for everything. Mm-hmm. So they just give you the prop, you take the over the under, and if you hit all 6 of them, you get 35 times your money. So if you take that $10, you put it in, you hit all 6, you get $350, which is pretty sweet. And Brian, we'll get to that in a second. So his pick 6, Herbert under 284, like it. Carr over 270. Also like it. Jacobs over 67. I think that was one of our picks. I think Adam gave us that over 67. Waller over 6 receptions. I like that. Aguilar over 54. I like that. Renfro under 51. Brian, I think you got a winner, bud.
Yeah, I like that. I
I
like
love it.
that. I mean, I'm not really huge on Renfro today. I mean,
Mhm.
he gets a couple of catches, moves the chain a couple of times, and he'll have that one or two random r- decent
Mhm.
ceiling weeks, I guess if that's what you want to call it,
Yeah,
and that's it.
love it.
He's
Good
he's a
shit.
he's a glue guy.
Ah, ooh, he's a gym rat, if I'm not
He's
mistaken,
he's
right?
a he's a player coach.
I love it. Awesome. Well, thank you, Brian. Thank you, Glide. Thank you, everybody in the chat. Robert, Richard, Richie, everybody, Chase. Thank you for all your questions. We do this. That's the most fun part, is getting to hang out with you guys. So thank you all for that. Stobie, where can everyone find you on the internet?
You can find me at Stoweby on Twitter. You can find me on our Reddit page for a Win Daily Sports. You can find me David Stowe on Facebook. Um, you, did I say Discord? You can find me in Discord 24/7 pretty much.
You
I'm
can find
pretty.
Stobie in the comment section of Joe Rogan videos. Promise you that. He's
Oh yes,
definitely,
oh yes,
definitely
I do love my Joe Rogan videos,
there. He
especially now that I'm on now that I'm on Reddit all the time.
Yeah, oh my goodness. I can only imagine some of the shit that's going on down there. I have to bring this up. Zachary Smith, the stash has evolved. Yeah, it's starting to come down a little bit. It's
Oh,
starting to let it kind of dip down. We'll see. I'm
can we
liking
talk
it.
about something not Showdown related? For some of our guys, some of our Discord members.
Yeah.
We did. Antonio just put out a really,
Oh,
really
yeah.
fantastic article. We're branching out just into more than just the fantasy sports and the DFS. A lot of us are collectors,
Mhm.
sports cards and things like that. Our Discord page, actually, we do have trading cards and we do have things going on where we're putting out articles for for collectors and things
Mhm.
like that. Talk about things like live breaks and pretty much show off our collections and things like that. And it's actually a really fun thing, just something to kind of break the monotony up
Mhm.
from constantly looking at charts and articles. We just get to sit there and BS about our trading,
Yeah.
our passion with trading cards and things like
I
that.
love it. Yeah, thank you for bringing that up. Yes, Collector's Corner. I like the name of it. So shout out
Oh
Antonio for that. And yeah, it's going to be what Jason wants Win Daily Sports to be, and what we're trying to do is, it's change your game, change your life, obviously, but it's turn your love of sports into a profit center. And if we believe there's anywhere in the sports world that you can make money, whether that's through trading cards, through DFS, through betting, obviously, there's a couple other things. We're working on a series with a good friend of ours soon that's going to be bringing on a lot of athletes to talk about how they've been able to take their life from sports and
love
what they've done with their money and how they've gone on to do that. So yeah, we're very excited to start to branch out a little bit more. We want to help you win money anywhere in this shit. We're not going to be, stock traders, but we might like a couple of these stocks every once in a while. We don't mind telling you about it. So we're
Yeah,
if you aren't already,
we're branching out. We're
yeah,
definitely branching out.
100%. We're a
We're
media
looking,
company, man. We're
yeah,
we're gonna
we're looking
find
forward
it
to the
wherever we
next
can.
3 to 5 years.
Mm,
I mean, I can see this turn into something even bigger than what it is now. It's fantastic. I love the
watch
way that
out.
we're growing. I
Straight
love
to the
this team.
goddamn moon.
Hell yeah, that's what I'm talking
Straight to
about.
this goddamn moon. So make sure windailysports.com/chat. You get 7 free days in our expert Discord chat, which are instant messenger chat where we help you make money. Stobie, I can see it in his eyes. He's very excited to go back to Discord because he probably has about 100 messages waiting for
I
him
had to,
there.
I had to turn it off.
I'm sure. Make sure to follow him, as he said, at Stobie. Follow me at Michael Brazil1. Make sure to follow us at Win Daily Sports. And yeah, the chat, Monkey Knife Fight, manscaped.com, promo code Win Daily, 20% off. It's the holidays. Shave your ball sack, guys. Come on, that's what we're here to do. For Stobie, for myself, for the rest of the Win Daily Sports family, for everybody in the chat, we appreciate each and every one of you and hope you make it a very profitable Thursday night show. Keenan Allen and Williams are playing? What?
That makes me like
Wait, what? Why is
uh
Williams playing? Wasn't
who's
there like
I thought they confirmed him out. Do you know where that source came from?
uh
Anybody?
I am seeing it. So first off, everybody who doesn't already have the Fantasy Life app, download the Fantasy Life app. It is incredible. Inactives, Justin Jackson's inactive. That's about it.
Mm,
Keenan Allen, Mike Williams, Austin Eckler are officially active. Okay?
they active.
Active.
That is a very important word. active, I want to hear something about them playing, because they did that to us the other day with CEH. Remember? He
Yeah.
was active. I told all you guys in the showdown slate to not play him, because just because he's active, that doesn't mean he's going to play. They're not going to risk injury. They might run him out there for a series or two, see how it works. Um, I do like leveraging the Keenan Allen in the captain spot, but I do think we should have either Ty or Guyton in several of your lineups to go ahead and hedge that, because now you're going to be able to get them at lower ownership. I
The
don't expect both of these guys to finish the games.
I thought Keenan Allen would end up playing. That part doesn't surprise me. The
Yeah,
the, the
I thought he
surprising
would
part is
play.
Mike Williams. Like we got notification, like it was said, like is not going to play.
Yeah.
So like
I want,
that's the part that scares me a little bit. I would definitely still play Keenan Allen. Like I was kind of just going under the assumption that he was playing no matter what. Mike Williams, I'd be a little worried about. Now, if Mike Williams is playing, obviously Guyton and Ty Johnson definitely come down, but I would still throw them into a couple lineups. You know, if you're feeling frisky, throw Mike Williams into one or two, depending on what you were thinking before. But, you know, definitely make sure Guyton and Ty Johnson are in at least a couple of your lineups. Captain Allen or Eckler. Well, you're making 10 lineups, so I would say at least one of them, maybe two should have Allen, and definitely a couple with Eckler as well. I wouldn't be angry about that.
I'd say two. If you're making 10 lineups, 2 Allen, 3 Eckler, and
3 Herbert and Waller.
Yeah, and Waller.
I like that.
Those would be my guys.
Yeah, that'd be fun. Thank you, Caleb. Appreciate you hopping in here and giving me all caps. Because honestly, if it wasn't all caps, probably wouldn't have missed it. So appreciate that. So yeah, sorry guys, that might change some things, but I think we did a pretty damn good job anyway.
Yeah,
So again,
I mean, we covered the eventuality of
Yeah.
something like that was going to happen anyway.
Yeah.
I mean, the Mike Williams thing is weird, but I'm honestly going to treat it like he's not playing.
yeah, I would.
If something weird changed like that, it could change just as fast when they get on the field and
Mhm.
they say he's active, but he's active in an emergency role.
I love it. Good stuff.
That's
One more time for Stoweby, for myself, for the Windows Sports family, for everyone in the chat. We appreciate each and every one of you and hope you make it a very profitable Thursday night showdown throwdown.